Welcome back to the channel, soap fans. Are we seriously about to watch the Carver family tear itself apart over this? Because that is exactly what is happening, and I am losing my mind over it. I have to talk about this before I explode. So the spoilers are out, and they are basically confirming that the Carver siblings are going to war. A full-blown drag-out sibling war over who is the right woman for Abe. Is it Lexie or is it Paulina? And honestly, my heart is racing just typing this, because this is the kind of messy, emotional drama that we have been begging for. But at the same time, I am so stressed out. Let's just jump right into the deep end here, because I have opinions. First of all, Theo. Oh my God, Theo. My heart is absolutely breaking for this kid, but I am also so incredibly frustrated with him. The spoilers say Theo is going to be actively rooting for Abe and Lexie to get back together. Like, aggressively pushing for it. And he is spending all this time with them, trying to force this picture-perfect family reunion. Is he being selfish? Yes. Absolutely. But can I really blame him? Not for a single second. I mean, Tyler Joseph Andrews is playing this role so perfectly right now. He is capturing that raw, desperate, childlike need to just have his mom and dad under the same roof again. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me back up. We all know Theo has autism. And we all know how much he relies on stability. Losing his mother was the defining trauma of his entire life. It broke him. So now that Lexie is miraculously back from the dead, thanks to EJ and Gwen's creepy resurrection pod project, it makes complete sense that Theo would regress. He doesn't care about Paulina's feelings right now. He doesn't care that his dad is a married man. He just sees his mom, and he wants his family back. I get it. I really do. But it still makes me want to scream at the TV. And then there's Abe. Poor, paralyzed Abe. He is completely frozen by all these conflicting emotions, and it is agonizing to watch. I know some people are loving this epic romantic dilemma, but personally, I just want to shake him. Lexie fought her way back to the land of the living, and there is no way she is just going to step aside and let Paulina keep her husband. Lexie is going to fight dirty if she has to. She is an iconic legacy character, and she knows exactly how to push Abe's buttons. But Abe, you have a wife. You have Paulina. He is just standing there like a deer in headlights, while these two incredible women are about to go to war over him. Remember when they tried this kind of love triangle with John and Marlena years ago? Yeah, didn't work then either. But hold on, because Paulina is not fighting this battle alone. The spoilers confirm that Chanel and Lani are stepping up to the plate. Yes, thank you, writers. I am so thrilled that they are actually utilizing Paulina's daughters in this storyline, because they are the perfect counterattack to Theo's Lexie campaign. Chanel and Lani are going to corner Paulina and basically beg her not to give up. They are going to force her to fight. And let me tell you, Raven Bowens is bringing so much fire and drama to Chanel right now. I am obsessed with every single scene she is in. Because let's look at what Chanel is dealing with right now. This poor girl is going through absolute hell. She is already dealing with the massive trauma of Johnny, almost burning to death in that horrific apartment fire. And as if that wasn't enough, she is currently waiting on breast cancer biopsy results from Sarah. We literally just saw Johnny comforting her at the hospital while Sarah gave her the terrifying news. Chanel's world is falling apart, and she needs her mother to be a rock right now. She cannot afford for Paulina to fall apart over Lexie's return. Chanel is going to look Paulina dead in the eye and tell her to stop playing the martyr. She is going to tell her to fight for the man she loves, because Chanel is fighting for her own life right now. Okay, back to the point. Let's talk about Lani. Oh my God, Sal Stowers is back as Lani, and her position in this love triangle is arguably the most fascinating part of this entire storyline. Let's really break this down. Lani is Paulina's biological daughter, yes. But she grew up her entire life believing Abe was her father. And more importantly, she grew up with a deep, profound respect and love for Lexie Carver. Lani knows better than anyone else exactly how much Abe loved Lexie. She knows the epic history that they shared. So for Lani to take Paulina's side, that is huge. But Lani also knows how much Abe loves Paulina right now. In the present day, Lani was there. She watched Paulina survive the absolute horrific abuse of TR coats. She saw how Paulina was broken and terrified, and she saw how Abe became Paulina's safe harbor. Abe healed Paulina. They built a beautiful, stable life together. So Lani is going to look right into Paulina's eyes and validate her. She is going to tell her mother that her love story with Abe is just as valid, just as real, and just as important as Abe's history with Lexie. Lani is going to urge Paulina to stop punishing herself and start fighting for her damn marriage. Because here is the thing, you guys. I have extremely strong opinions about this, and I am planting my flag firmly in the ground. I am Chum Fun Chum, Team Paulina. Yes, I said it. Come at me in the comments if you want, but I am not backing down. I know Lexie is a veteran character. I know Abe and Lexie are considered an iconic soap opera super couple. But Paulina Price has fought way too hard for her happiness to just throw it all away because Lexie walked out of a basement. It is not fair. Paulina has been through the ringer. She has grown so much as a character, and she deserves to be happy with the man she married. Paulina needs to stop playing the noble victim right this second. This is Salem. Nobody is noble in Salem. You don't just politely step aside and hand your husband over to his resurrected ex-wife. You fight tooth and nail. You claw your way to the top. I want to see Paulina wipe those tears away, stand up straight, march right up to Lexie, and tell her that Abe is a married man now. I want the drama. I want the mess. I want a classic old-school soap opera catfight. I am talking about a full-blown screaming match in the middle of the town square where everyone is watching. I want Paulina and Lexie yelling at each other, throwing shade, and fighting for their man. I mean, can you even imagine the tension? The Carver siblings are basically proxy fighting this war for their parents. Theo is pushing Lexie, Chanel and Lani are pushing Paulina, and Abe is just stuck in the middle of this massive emotional tornado. I am dreading the moment Abe actually has to make a choice, because no matter what he does, he is going to destroy someone he loves. If he chooses Lexie, he breaks Paulina's heart and alienates Chanel and Lani. If he chooses Paulina, he breaks Lexie's heart all over again and completely devastates Theo. It is an impossible situation, and that is exactly why I am so glued to my screen. So, what is going to happen next? I predict that Lexie is going to make a massive public play for Abe, maybe at the Brady Pub or the town square, and Paulina is going to happen to walk in right at that exact moment. And that is when the explosion is going to happen. Lani and Chanel will be right behind her, ready to back her up. Theo will be standing next to Lexie, and Abe will finally have to open his mouth and say something. I'm so here for it, but I'm also terrified. Please, Writers, do not so Paulina dirty. Let her fight. Let her win. She earned this love story. Okay, I need to go calm down and drink some water because I am way too worked up over this. Let me know whose side you are on, even if you are wrong.